Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with a review of Lenovo's new Smart Display. Now, I did an unboxing video about a week ago, so I've been using this for about a week. I promised I would follow up with a review video, so here we are. So the Lenovo Smart Display is a little bit of a different and unique product because unlike having a tablet or a regular smart assistant or having just your phone, this takes the whole assistant thing to a next level. It integrates into your lifestyle. It allows you to build routines for when you wake up in the morning, for when you go to bed at night. You can set it to have it play the news, turn the lights on. It's really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the cool things where I can make it turn the lights on. It integrates with the Philips Hue and also with the Nest devices. So you're talking the thermostat, you're talking the cameras. I watched one demonstration where you tell it to pull up, you can name the camera, and then you tell it to pull up that on here and you can see the live video feed. It's really cool. So if you are into the connected life and you have some of those things, then you're going to get the most bang for your buck. But at face value, what this is a digital physical manifestation of Google Assistant. So if you've used Google Assistant, if you're an Android user, of course I'm sure you probably have, they basically ripped that out of the phone. They gave it its own screen, they gave it its own speakers, its video and its camera and a microphone, and they named it the Smart Display. So there's two different models. There's the 8-inch model and there's a 10-inch model. If you want to be specific, it's 10.1 inches. Both of them are white display on the front like this, you can see, but the two main differences are the colors and of course the size and the resolution display. Now on the front, like I said, it's white, but on the back, on the 8-inch model, which is what I have, you can see it's this gray color, but if you have the 10-inch model, it's bamboo. And the bamboo looks kind of cool. If you've been to like Best Buy and you've seen like the Google setup for like the Chromebooks, that's the same looking bamboo. It's really nice. Now for the buttons on the top, we've got a dual microphone array. So there's two dual microphones here and also on the side. It picks up really well. You can be like across the room. This thing, it works great. You have the volume buttons up and down, of course. You have the mute switch, which if you turn that on, it deactivates the microphone, so the voice assistant won't hear you. See?
The mic is muted.
Now turn it back on.
The mic's back on.
Now you get this switch right here, which is a shutter. It shows a little red dot, so you can cover up the video camera, which is 5 megapixels, and nobody will be able to see what's going on. There we go. So it just says camera off, camera's back on. And then we have the dual microphones over here as well. So under the hood, it's running a Snapdragon 624 octa-core processor. It's got 2 gigs of RAM. It has power for days. It works perfectly fine. The processor in here I think is more than it really needs because it's very simplistic and it's streamlined, and with Android things it's pared down. What Android things is its own unique operating system, very much like Android itself, but for smart displays or assistants. So if you are used to using like an Android watch that has Android Wear, if you're using the operating system on the phone or the tablet, you get regular Android, and this is Android Things. And it's very simplistic. It's got all the swipe gesture support because of the touch screen, but it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have an app store. It doesn't have apps really on it. It just, imagine this like just a large representation of Google Assistant. Now, if you swipe from the top to the bottom, it does nothing. From the home screen here, if you swipe to the right, it takes you to the clock, which you get this cool clock here. If you swipe to the right again, you get the smaller clock with the black screen. From any screen, if you swipe up, you get the brightness and the volume, which one cool thing is you can adjust the volume through using your voice. So you say, okay, Google, put the volume at 20%. You can see the bar went all the way down there. It's in increments of 10, so you can say that. So you can say, okay, Google, put the volume at 80%. And then we're back up. We got Do Not Disturb, which you can turn that on and off. I have mine off. You get the settings. You set that up kind of initially when you go through, so you can set up your Wi-Fi. And this has to be connected to the internet, or basically it's not very helpful at all. So on the home screen here, mine's set up. It shows the weather. It has Google Play Music on here because I have it set up. Whoops. It's very sensitive. Okay, Google, stop. There we go. So it has my events coming up, which it is compatible with Apple. You use the Google Home app, which is how you interface with a lot of things on here other than the built-in functions like Google Music, Spotify. It's very limited on what it actually has built in. And the rest of it gets through connectivity with your phone, which will stream and cast things to the screen. Google Music, if you have a Google Music account, that's how you're going to get the most out of this, because you can even say, you can tell it to play some music. And the music is great. It has 3 speakers. It has a main full spectrum speaker, full range speaker that's 10 watts, and it has 2 individual tweeters in here. And what that allows it to do is have excellent quality sound across the full spectrum. You have good vocals, you have good lows, you have good highs. The volume is not overly loud. The vocals are loud, and it does sound good, and it sounds crisp and clear, and I'm going to demo that for you here in a second. But if you have Google Music, it'll go directly in to play whatever you ask it to play. So if you say for it to play a specific song, it will. Now, there are channels and playlists on there which it will allow you to pull up and listen to. So regardless of whether you have a subscription, you can use it. So I'm going to ask it to play some Louis Armstrong. So, okay, Google, play Louis Armstrong.
That artist is only available for Google Play Music subscribers. But try this Google Play Music Louis Daniel Armstrong station.
See, there you go. So it'll try to play something. It'll try and play whatever is most closely aligned with what you asked for, but it'll tell you that little prompt. But if you have Google Music, the musical world is at your fingertips. So jazz, it has really good sound across the board, especially whenever it comes in a lot of things in the mids and the highs. Not overly a whole lot of bass typically, other than a lot of their vocals. But you can see it has a nice crisp sound to it. Now this is all the way turned up. And it varies, also from song to song. I'll see if I can get something else. There we go. So you can see the instruments really rich. So the instruments are really rich. The vocals are good too. And if you want to listen to something else, okay, Google, play Linkin Park. So I'm a big Linkin Park fan.
All right, here are songs by Linkin Park from your Google Play Music library.
So this will give you a hint at some of the vocal stuff. And it'll give you a little bit better idea on the bass. Like I said, the top end is good, but it's not anything that's like going to blow your eardrums out. But the sound quality is overall very good.
It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I'm designed this product to explain in due time.
Okay, Google, stop. There we go. Hopefully that didn't sound like I'm yelling whenever you listen to it. Whenever you get up to full volume at like 100%, you get a lot of instruments going on like that. There can be like just a little bit of distortion, so I wish that it had a little bit more clarity on the high end. But if you're under like 90%, I could typically keep mine around 60% just because it's right next to my bed. Now, one other cool thing with regard to this, it has YouTube built in, so you can access YouTube stuff, and that's really neat. Spotify if you have it. Now, right here it says for the night. It knows it's the evening, so you can set up routines. So you can have it turn the lights down, you can have it turn music on, you can have it play the news in the evening, and I'll let it explain that for you just a little bit. So I'm going to say, tell it good morning, and when I say good morning, it'll initially go into that. It'll go into that routine. I don't have the routine set up because I like to do everything manually, but it'll tell you a little bit about it. So, okay, Google, good morning.
Good evening, Adam.
Well, that's smarter than I am.
It's 8:24 p.m. Currently in Pasadena, it's 84 and partly cloudy. The forecast tonight is 82 and partly cloudy. Have a nice day. Here's the latest news.
So, I had it set up earlier. It didn't run through the prompt. Okay, Google, stop. The first time you run the routine, it'll tell you how to set it up. And to set up the routine, you have to use the Google Home app, which is how you also get accessibility to a couple other things. So if you want to use Hulu, you want to use Netflix, those things you're going to have to use. You can use it on your phone, but you have to connect through the Google Home app, which is very easy to download, and you can get it set up so that you can do those things, because it uses Google Chromecast to send it to the screen. All right, so we'll go ahead and fire up the Home app here. Doesn't want to open it. Oh goodness. Well, I thought I was going to turn on the Home app. I guess it might. Oh, it's already on. There we go. All right. So since I said that, it allows you to set up your good morning routine. So mine has 5 actions set up right now. Tell me about the weather, tell me about my commute, tell me about today's calendar, tell me about today's reminders, and then it fires up the news. And the news is cool too because you can go into each one of these. You can set up the radio station, the podcast, the audio book. You can select the news stations you want it to pull from. And it has, a huge laundry list. You can go into add news sources. You can pull just about any news source you want out of there. And then music, you can set that up. It can adjust the volume, adjust the thermostat. So if you've got a Nest thermostat, you can fire this up in the morning. Well, you don't even have to fire it up. It'll automatically be there. But you say, okay, good morning. And I'm omitting the word Google. But you can say, okay, Google, good morning. And then it will automatically start the routine. So if you have other connected devices, you can have it turn on your lamp. You can have it adjust the thermostat and turn it up since you're waking up. Or you can have it turn on the heat if it's during the winter time. You can do so much stuff inside of here. It's great. And you can set that for all these different profiles: commuting home, commuting to work, I'm home, leaving home, bedtime. So like if you want to set it to when you leave the house to go ahead and turn the lights off and turn the thermostat up, all you have to do is say that you're leaving. And then it'll go ahead and run that routine, which is really nice. And that's why you keep case on your phone. So in addition to that, when you pull it up here, oh, okay, that's kicking my butt. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore right now. We'll talk about the display. But when you're in there, you can pull up other apps like Napster, Spotify, Rhapsody. Well, Rhapsody used to be, is Napster now. So Pandora, you can have Pandora hooked up to this, but they're going to have to be used through your phone, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you're at home using this, it's plugged in, it's tethered. So it's not like it's one of those things where it's like, I just can't do it. But also you can use it whenever you don't have to be right next to the display either. So another cool thing that I really like, at nighttime, you can go ahead and set up your nighttime routine, but I tell it what to do anyway. And I listen to it at night because it helps me sleep. You can turn on white noise. So, okay, Google, play white noise.
Here's what white noise sounds like.
So if you're one of those people that likes to do the whole white noise thing, you can listen to white noise when you're going to sleep at night. You want it to stop, you say, okay, Google, stop. And my wife told me about this one, but it's brown noise apparently. It sounds slightly different. Okay, Google, play brown noise.
Okay, playing brown noise on YouTube.
So you got brown noise. Okay, Google, stop. Then if you want to listen to rain, okay, Google, play rain sounds.
Here's what rain sounds like.
And then my personal favorite that I listen to, and I've been listening to the last couple of nights, is, okay, Google, play thunderstorm sounds.
This is the sound of a thunderstorm.
It's actually really nice. And I've gotten very much used to having this next to my bed, listening to it at night, sleep like a baby. And if you want, when you get up in the morning, okay, Google, play the news.
Here's the latest news.
I'll turn the volume up.
From Reuters TV, here are the top stories.
You can feel the energy. Fired up Obama begins his midterm.
So you get to hear them talking right now because it's going through. So you can watch that in the morning. Okay, Google, stop. And then, if you want to set your alarm clock before you go to bed at night, okay, Google, set an alarm for 6:30 a.m.
You got it. Your alarm's set for tomorrow at 6:30 a.m.
Okay, Google, cancel alarm.
Sure, I canceled it.
So as you can see, there's so much that you can do with this. You can set it up. You can use it in the kitchen. There's so many different applications for it, depending on where you have it. So if you have it in the living room, you have it set up for music routines. If you have it in the kitchen, you can use it. Listen to music, hands off. You can get a recipe. You can be watching a cooking show while you're in the kitchen trying to make food. You can have it set for bedside mode, so you can listen to music before you get ready to go to bed. Turn on those nice relaxing sounds. Set the alarm. Wake up in the morning. You get your news. You get your best route to work. It tells you about your commute and the traffic. it's just that's just like barely scratching the surface. And really, this thing, it learns from you, and the more you invest in it, the better the experience is going to be. Because what it does is it allows you to not think about some of the minutia of your day, because it lets us take care of it for you. Or if you want information, it's already at your fingertips whenever you set it up properly for your routine. So that's about all I have to cover on this. Like I said, you get additional integration using the Google Home app. You can download the different apps and you set them up through Google Home so that you can connect them on here. So if you want to watch Hulu, you want to watch Netflix, you get that. It's not built in natively. It has YouTube built in natively, of course, the Google Music and a couple other things. So it's very little things that are built into it. But overall, it's a fantastic product. I've really been enjoying it, and the more that I've been using it, the more I've enjoyed having it around. So at first, like I said, I was a little bit apprehensive, and then it's just grown on me each day, and it's starting to learn, and also makes it easier for me. Like when I go to bed at night, it's great. I don't have to worry about grabbing my phone, putting my phone back down, taking it off the charger, setting the different alarms. I don't have to worry about any of that. It automatically dims the light for it because of the auto brightness at nighttime. It seamlessly integrates into your life. And the more you want it in your life, you just talk to it and tell it what to do. And if you don't want to, you don't have to interact with it. But also, I forgot to mention this, it does have the 5 megapixel camera, so you can do the video calls. The video calls are really nice. I do like it a lot. I use it with my kids. I used it earlier. They're off at their mom's house this weekend. So that works really well, especially with the 720p. And it's a really nice feature that integrates using Google Duo. So that's all I have. Like I said, this is a Lenovo Smart Display. There's 2 different models, the 8-inch, the 10-inch. One's $199 for the lower end model. The higher end 10-inch model is $249. You can get it at Amazon, Best Buy, other retailers online. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments section. I'd love to get y'all's questions and feedback and give you all the answers that you need so you have the information you want for the products. And as always, hit the subscribe button, tune in, and I've got more stuff coming. So I'll see y'all next time.